Welcome fellow action figure collectors to another episode of Beyond the Cardback. I'm Trooper TK314 and today we're taking a look at M.O.D.O.K. That's right guys, today we're taking a look at the mental organism designed only for killing, M.O.D.O.K himself, the newest addition to our Marvel Legends. But if this is your first time to my channel, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future uploads. And with that being said, let's go ahead and open up the box and see what we got. Here's a look at the box, guys, and you can see the front is fantastic. Those colors really pop. There's some nice artwork on the side panels there. Of course, on the back you get to see the action figure and everything it comes with. On the back there's also a short bio that reads, M.O.D.O.K, the freak product of intense scientific experimentation, the living computer M.O.D.O.K now sits atop a vast empire of criminal co-conspirators bent on world domination. Here he is out of the box and he looks great. I think they executed M.O.D.O.K very well. He's a very odd character to move about though with his arms and stuff, and we'll get into that with articulation. He does come with an alternate face and two alternate hands. Here's a closer look at that face sculpt and you can see they really did nail it. I mean the weathering and the shading, I don't know if it's showing up on camera, it looks great. I don't have any paint defects, which is amazing, but I mean look at that. This is very nice. I mean for $50 they nailed it. There's a wash on top with the hair. I mean, he looks good. And no offense to my people who work in IT, but this is how I imagine all the IT workers at work. I imagine them floating around on their chairs going, "Have you plugged it in and restarted it yet? Have you plugged it in and restarted it yet?" But other than that, he looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and take a look at his articulation, which isn't a lot, but it's weird. Of course, he's got his little joystick right here to move himself around. Have you plugged it in and restarted it yet? I mean, that's just what I think of. Anyways, articulation, the arms do rotate this much. There is not a bicep swivel, and it's a single hinge on the elbows right there. And they hinge up this far, which is pretty good. Of course, the hands do rotate 360. They hinge down, hinge up, so you can do different poses like that. No, stop! Don't restart it! And then same thing on the other side, and of course it did come with alternate hands. One of them is a grippy hand for the controller there. You know, you can just pop those out. There you go. There's a grippy hand for the control, and then there's a fist over here for when you call the IT department and they're like, no. Then looking at his legs, they came as a separate piece in the box. You actually there's a knob in there that you have to put the legs onto. It's very hard, so I would advise using some hot water to loosen it up and then pop it on. And it does not give you a satisfactory, it kind of just goes on. And you're like, oh, I think it's on. And it's ratcheted, so each time you move it, it goes at different intervals. And if you want to, it can rotate 360. There is a thigh swivel right there, but you don't really need it, just the way it's designed. His legs are double hinged, so you do get a pretty good bend right there on both sides, so that's nice. His feet do hinge up. They're hard. I got some hard detents. They hinge up, they hinge down, and there is also a forward-facing pin for rocker. Okay, bear with me because I'm going to try to switch out his face and show you guys how to do it. The back part right here pops off. It's kind of tricky just because it's so big. So it pops off, and here's a look on the inside. You can see how everything fits. This kind of just falls down on top, and now he's getting top heavy. Here's his other face. It just comes off. You take the other one, and of course it's got a block right there. You kind of just line up the blocks, push it in, and then line his hair back up. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. Take the big back part, line it up right here. Well, it might help if I put it the right way. There we go. Line it up. Slide. Until you hear a click. There we go. Make sure it's all snapped together. And there you go. There's his alternate face. So there's the IT department after you've done something you shouldn't have done. But he looks good. I mean, look at that face. The face sculpt on it is, once again, fantastic. I don't have any
paint defects, and I don't know if you can see it or not, even the tongue looks wet. Like they used a glossy paint next to that matte finish. So, I mean, that just looks fantastic. Just for fun, here he is with the Thing and his arch enemy, Captain America. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, please like, subscribe, comment. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Beyond the Force. There's a link in the description below. As always, I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and may the Force be with you.